I don't know. What's going on, everybody? Today I am joined by two of my Omnibros. Better late than never. What's up, Gabe?
Hey, I was here, man. I was sitting in that thing for like 5 minutes,
that
bro.
Sounds like the excuse that I give Jess. I've been here 15 minutes. What are you talking about?
Like, I'm going to be on time because this is not Omnibros. Omnibros be late.
This is Omar's channel.
Yeah.
So welcome everybody in the chat. I am joined by two of my Omnibros. These guys, we've known each other for a few years. They have their own channels. And we also get together from time to time on Omnibros to discuss comic books and collected editions coming out. Today I'll be going over the October Marvel solicitations. And there are two books right off the bat, two Omnis that are being reprinted right off the bat that I had no idea about until I got this today. And David gave me his blessing to go ahead and run this. So this is the beginning of the reprint 2021 era. So it's pretty exciting. We don't know. I know of a couple of more books, but I don't know what reprints are coming out for sure. So it's very exciting. So look, you got a fan out there, Gabe. Comics God 101. No, that's not you.
That's not me.
The other guy in here with me.
That's the other bald Hispanic dude in the chat.
I know we look
on the panel.
I know we look alike.
This is the first time I've been on your show, Omar. This is awesome. Can I say motherfucker here?
I guess you can. It's not like I can bleep you out.
Thank you. I appreciate the feedback.
So everybody, have a drink, and let's go ahead and actually let's wait a couple minutes. Let a few more people come on into the chat, and let's get started because we got some books to talk about. I'm sure you all saw the thumbnail with Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 4. Very excited for that book.
Mm-hmm.
There's an OHC that I put in the thumbnail that I'm excited for. The 300th Marvel Masterwork. If you're all still getting into the Marvel Masterworks. So
the Epic Collection, bro. That Epic Collection is looking pretty badass.
How many epics you want to? How many epics you got now? How many epics are you into?
I don't keep track of that stuff.
Whoa.
I'm not one of those dudes. I don't measure.
You don't measure sizes of your epic collection. SX4515. Thank you so much for the super chat. And that's right. New Warriors forever. May they never die. Oh, I can't wait. Like, I hope New Warriors is the #1 best. It outsells Uncanny X-Men Volume 4. Yeah, right. And we get an Omnibus Volume 2. And that's just my wishful thinking.
It's awesome to see a bunch of Omnibros in here, though, like in the chat. A bunch of our Omnibros people.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, this is a Marvel thing, so let me get.
There we go.
Thank you for representing. What's the shirt you're wearing? The Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Derek Roberts? Yeah, the cover. Love that cover.
Cover #1, yeah.
So thank you all so much. Curtis can't join us today because he's got some family things, important family things.
Oh, well, shout out to Curtis. He's an awesome dude.
He is a very awesome dude, and I love having him on, especially when we're geeking out over the epics and what's left. So he's always invited, and it's always fun to have different guests on the show to talk about these books that are coming out. So let's see. Let's wait a couple more minutes. Happy birthday, Omar. When is New Warriors Omnibus Volume 2 coming out? It's already started. I don't know. My birthday was like 3 months ago. March. A little late, but that's okay.
Has that joke been going on for that long? It felt longer.
I was going to say, because that's been on.
I don't know. I can't even remember how it started. I just remember people were asking me things on my birthday, and I'm like, it's my birthday, guys. You could at least say happy birthday, Omar. Can you see if Marvel can reprint this?
It was on the group. Somebody goes, "Hi, Omar. Happy birthday."
Yeah, that was it.
By the way, do you know when all these omnibuses are coming out? Entitlement birthdays.
When will the people get to see David Gabriel? I've asked him. He's still thinking about it. He's got to see. His appearances on things have to be approved by several people. But he does chime in from time to time in the chat answering questions when you all bombard him with, "Where are my books?" Even David gets those questions. And then I'm glad I didn't do this last month before. What's it called? Merry Christmas, Omar. Thank you so much, Shane T, for the super chat. I'm glad I didn't do this before Sensational She-Hulk came out because he had to go and buy his own Sensational She-Hulk and Morbius, because Morbius was out of print, and he was like, I got to get the direct market. So David, the guy that made that happen, didn't even get his own book. Like, he had to go and buy it. That's how hard times are with the pandemic.
That happens, man.
If David's in the chat, he usually says hello. He'll chime in and say hi. And then he'll answer a few questions.
Everybody who's here should also subscribe to Omnibros Live, where you'll see Omar, myself, and Lou 3 times a week.
I'm going to be on the show tonight.
That's right.
I might be on tonight. I don't know. I'm trying to upload my video. I finally made a video after like 2 years. I got bombarded.
These guys think I pay you? I don't pay these guys. Are you kidding me?
You're getting paid?
Wait, what?
What are we talking about here?
Happy birthday, Omar. Where's my YouTube check?
All right, so let's go ahead and get started, because we got some people from overseas that are watching that are staying up way too late or early to see what's going on. So let's go ahead and talk about these books. Let me share my screen really quick. Again, keep in mind, right off the bat, we're talking about one reprint that nobody knew about, that I didn't know about, but let's see what it is.
Let's make it happen, son. What?
Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 is getting reprinted.
Finally.
Both covers, too. The
yeah.
Ramos one getting some love.
That's Volume 2, right? That's
Volume 2. Omnibros for life. Thank you so much, Floaty Floatwood. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Is that the second or third reprint of this?
This is the third reprint of the second Omnibus. Yeah. So it's here. And I know number 3 was one of the ones that was voted on the list. That's the most wanted reprint.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good news, because usually when Marvel does this, they'll reprint 1, 2, and 3, like the case of Uncanny X-Men. Mm-hmm. And I always thought, this is just me thinking, like I said, I don't work for Marvel, but I was thinking like maybe 2021, 2020 was like the year of X-Men reprints. Maybe 2021 will be like Spider-Man and Fantastic Four. That'd be really good for those people that need them. So looks like volume.
Tell my Fantastic Four omnibus is in.
Looks like it's coming back out to print, and hopefully we'll get a volume 3.
Is this the one where we get the death of Gwen Stacy? Because I love John Romita Sr.'s art. Actually, I don't know if I'm in the minority here, but I love John Romita Sr.'s art actually more than Steve Ditko's. And this isn't Death of Gwen Stacy, is it?
No, that's in the 4th omnibus.
Okay.
This is the reveal of Green Goblin. You get that, which is issue 40.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the start of John Romita's run, basically, or like more into it, like the very beginning of John Romita's run.
Yeah.
By the way, I gotta say something. I on my channel have accidentally called him John Romita Jr., and I'm happy to say that apparently I'm not the only one, because if you look over here, Marvel themselves says this is the John Romita Jr. cover. So I'm glad I was not alone in thinking or making that mistake. So there you go.
Yeah, I like Ditko for what he did. Obviously, he created the character, but Senior for me he really gave it more life.
Senior is the iconic version of Spider-Man. That
I
image
agree
of
with
Spider-Man's on like all the stationery.
Yeah.
It's on the Marvel checks. I mean, the damn float that they use for the Thanksgiving Day parade was designed by John Romita. So his version is definitely the iconic master version of.
And he had a really long run on Spider-Man with Stan Lee. Yes, thank you, Iron Cardinal. Finally, Spidey reprints. They are coming. Or the beginning, January of 2021. The next one is another reprint. So this is something that was voted in the top 10. Well, a volume from this line was voted in the top 10, and this gives me hope that we'll get it. And that is Captain America by Ed Brubaker.
Woo! Nice, dude. I just sold my entire run.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you. That's awesome. I literally found out about this today. I'm sharing with you all. Thank you to Marvel. Thank you to David for putting this together for us. And not only to reprint, but you also get a brand new cover. That is a new variant cover. That's never been, this is the cover. This is the regular cover, right? But the DM cover, that's a brand new cover.
Damn, I might grab that. That's a nice cover.
Yeah, that's the John Cassidy cover. That's awesome.
Yeah. I might actually grab that.
Brubaker Cap for all you people that have been bugging me for 2 years. And not bugging. I don't want to say bug. Yeah,
It's been more than
look,
2 years, Omar. Come on. How long have we been doing Omnibus for?
I don't know, man. It's been a long time since people have been like, "When is that coming?" I'm like, I really don't know. Maybe
Dude,
sometime.
I need to go play some slot machines or roulette or something because I literally just sold volumes 1, 2, and 3, which are the big pricey ones, last week. So I'm gonna put about $500 on black tonight, I think.
So there you have it. Captain America, Ed Brubaker. And I know the number 5 pick was the death of Captain America, but with this, that gives me hope that Death of Captain America is next. By the way, this is the exact same content that was in the original one, Captain America 1 through 25, the 65th anniversary special, and the Winter Soldier Winter Kills. The only difference, I want to say, is the price. I believe the first one was, the original printing was $75, I'm not mistaken. This one's $100. Regardless, it's a lot better than what the third-party prices are.
So is it safe to say if this sells well that we'll get the other ones reprinted as well? Possible chance.
Honestly, I'm thinking that maybe those are already in the pipeline.
Okay.
Man, it's just me thinking. I really don't know.
Yes, this is the book that
it's already started. Happy birthday, Omar. When's Captain Brubaker Volume 2? You guys, I literally revealed this like 2 minutes ago, and now I'm getting, when's Volume 2? When's Death of Captain America? Come on, man. Give me a minute.
Hey, man, what have you done for us lately? What have you done for us lately?
Be happy about this one.
Am I the only one not drinking alcohol tonight?
I had the Coke and rum. That was what I just had.
Man.
Dude, I don't think I can think of a day that I haven't since this pandemic started.
I'm balling with this LaCroix, son.
I don't even know. Is that Italian? What is that?
It's sparkling water.
All right, but here we go. The biggie, the one that the one I love. Uncanny X-Men Volume 4. It's
hey, Omar,
finally
happy
on the
birthday. When's Volume 5 coming out?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You all know as soon as I know. I'm gonna let you all know.
Yes, sir.
So it's Uncanny X-Men Volume 4. David did let me know that the price is a little wrong, of course, because it's $125 retail. So that will be the price for Uncanny X-Men 4, which we kind of saw because volumes 2 and 3 have all been $125. So there we go. Omar's deep in. Come on, Green Lantern. I know what it is. It's sparkling Canadian water. I really don't know what it is. What is that? It's sparkling something, right?
It's just like, it's sparkling water with a little bit of lime flavor to it.
Yeah, I knew what it was. Come on, man.
I haven't had alcohol in so long, bro.
Good for you, though. So collecting Uncanny X-Men 176 to 193, the 8th annual, the Kitty Pryde and Wolverine miniseries with Al Milgrom on artwork, and I know people don't like that, but man, that arc, that 6-issue story arc really set up the character of Kitty Pryde, changed her into who she is. X-Men and Alpha Flight, the 2-issue miniseries, and then the Marvel Fanfare 40. So 100. Remember, keep in mind, it's $125. It's already out of print. No, but I do have some news. If you're looking for that Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 1, which doesn't even come out until a couple of weeks, Diamond only has about 60 copies left. So if you're looking for that reprint, maybe don't wait too long to get it. Just saying. And, oh, hell yes, New Warriors, the Omnibus. I don't care if it's me and 20 guys in the chat that are excited about this, because there's a hope for a Volume 2. But here it is.
What did you have to do to get David Gabriel to decide to reprint this?
Nothing. I think it's one of my top 10 favorite Omnis of all time. And, oh my gosh, dude, have you read this, Rod? This is like Iniciação.
I know, yeah.
Oh, firing on all cylinders. It is
Tom DeFalco's in there. Yeah, David.
Tom DeFalco's the guy that kind of came up with this team, right?
Yeah.
But this is, to me, this is as good as like the New Teen Titans by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. And then when you throw Derek Robertson in it as of issue 26, this is an amazing series. That's why I hope Volume 2 comes out. Look. Look at that comment. I'll buy the cover I don't already own. Volume 2 will happen.
Nice. That's how you do it.
That is the attitude. He sent Peter. I think Omar's David Gabriel. No, because if I was, we'd have a New Warriors Omnibus Volumes 2 and 3 already. Come on,
And
guys.
we would have a trial by Gambit on trial omnibus.
Trial by Gambit. Yes, the Trial of Gambit. So, collecting the first 26 issues. So you get one issue of Derek Robertson. He's the new ongoing artist after Mark Bagley leaves. You get their first appearances in the Thor issues, which is the Acts of Vengeance issues, where they're fighting the Juggernaut. New Mutants Annual 7. So you get the Kings of Pain storyline, and then the Avengers, where they meet, what's his name? Rage. Rage. Oh, here's a good question for all of us that can answer this. How do you guys get the variant cover new to the Omnibus collecting?
Sacrificing small animals.
It's been tough lately.
Yeah.
Usually they're available only through the direct market, meaning comic book stores and places online like cheap graphic novels, Tales of Wonder, in-stock trades. But lately they've been gone so quick, like literally within the first hour or so. And I don't think even She-Hulk made it to an hour. I think She-Hulk was gone within 25 minutes.
So my advice is always this to everybody. If you want to get a direct market variant like this, in-stock trades is a great way to go. But you have to be there on Tuesday at 3 o'clock EST. I would be there even a few minutes before that, right on the dot, because that's usually when they update their website, and just be ready to order it.
I would take it a step further and say if you really want it, then you need to pre-order it through DCBS, Tales of Wonder, maybe your local comic book shop. Like you need to game plan this kind of stuff. To be honest, this isn't to put like panic out there, but you do have to pre-game this stuff. 100%.
And during this pandemic, even pre-ordering, like I know a lot of you all have reached out to me saying, "Hey, my pre-order was canceled, and I pre-ordered this last year." It's a really weird gamble these days. But anyway, normally under normal circumstance, when the world goes back to spinning the way it's supposed to, like these gentlemen said, just 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. Keep an eye out on your comic book store or try to pre-order.
Is it 2 or 3? Because I thought it was 3.
Maybe 3. I don't know. You don't get special Omnibros access early? I'm starting rumors that aren't real. Wait, did he say Uncanny X-Men? I did. There's only 60 copies left at Diamond. Now, Gabe.
I'm going to go look.
Would you explain what that usually means when there's only just a few copies left? Like, what does that mean, like, to people so they don't panic, right?
So the reason what that means and what Omar is mentioning is Diamond, who is used to be the main distributor, but they are the sole distributor of Marvel comics right now. Single issues, trade paperbacks, OHCs, omnibuses, everything to do with Marvel that goes directly to your local comic book store. And even places like cheap graphic novels, in-stock trades, DCBS, they get all their Marvel stuff from this one distributor named Diamond. And right now, according to Omar, I'm going to double check as well, is that they have less than 100 copies left in their facilities, like 60 copies, Omar is saying. So what that means is when those 60 are gone, that's probably a good idea that might be it, out of print, out of stock, donezo. But there's also a chance, again, not to put any panic out there, that's just what they have in their warehouse left over. Sometimes they could get more from Marvel, sometimes not. A lot of times these distributors are their sole housing of all of Marvel stuff sometimes.
And keep in mind that's also the direct market, because you do have a choice. You could go through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and that's known as the book market. And none of us have access to look at what they have. Mm-hmm. But if you're looking for the direct market variant, that's where you want to look. Now, Black Panther's getting its own Marvel Select line, and they have chosen I remember when we reviewed Black Panther on Omnibus years ago, you guys were all about this series and did not like the Christopher Priest series. And I like this series too. I was like, this is probably easier for beginners than Christopher Priest, and that's what they went with. They went with Who is the Black Panther? So the Reggie Hudlin run.
I would have personally liked the Priest Omnibus.
I think if you did Priest, like it would have been. Oh, dude, shoot! That Black Panther Volume 2 or Part 2 comes out, I'm sure we'll get 2 Omnis out of that for sure. But this is Black Panther. Who is the Black Panther Marvel Select line, and for the first time, You heard it here first. Can't even talk. Uncanny Omar talk pretty one day. Conan the Barbarian by Aaron and Mahmoud Asrar, oversized hardcover, collecting the first 12 issues of Conan. This is one that I thought, this was coming, but now it's nice to actually see it in the catalog. And I love seeing that 50 years of Conan. Not sure what else they're planning, but I'm hoping some secret stuff later on.
Did it feel for you in this particular run that he was kind of doing Thor again? Because he had the three, like the different timelines kind of converging together and all that stuff.
In that first arc, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, is he kind of doing another Thor for this? Because it's fun, don't get me wrong, but that's kind of what I felt like for a bit.
Yeah, I can see that, but I really enjoyed it. It was like he was born to write Conan.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Aaron, right? Like, I really liked his take on Conan. Hold on a second. Phil Owens is new to Omnibus collecting. Is the 1960s run of X-Men available in Omnibus format? It is. Volumes 1 and 2 are the Silver Age. They're just called the X-Men Omnibus. However, they're out of print and have been out of print. Oh man, probably about 7-8 years.
They are money. They are big.
Those are some of the ones. And I don't think it's any secret if you've been watching my channel for a while, and I've said this on Omnibros too. The Silver Age has a hard time getting reprinted just because those are harder sells. I don't know what it is. Like people have been wanting Mighty Thor reprints, Iron Man reprints, Hulk reprints, but hell, I mean, I talk about the story of Hulk. Hulk was on liquidation for like 2 or 3 years before it finally went out of print. It was so easy to get for $30, and now people want it reprinted. So I think Marvel, even though it's a different market, right? And I think they're starting to realize that they're like, hey, more and more people are getting this. And Dom's saying, get the Children of the Atom box set. You could go that route, right? But that's also, I think, out of print now. So these things are I don't want to say hot commodity. It's just that there's more collectors, more people than we've had collecting these type of books in the last 10 years. It's a different market than it was 10 years ago. Yeah. That's why I'm really happy about these reprints.
I also think Marvel and all these publishers are kind of not tightening the belt, but I think they pay more attention to what is actually selling, and they try not to overprint these books because, like Omar said, that liquidation, you don't want your book to go on liquidation. You want to be able to try and sell as much as you can.
Exactly.
Full cover, full, retail as you can.
Yep. So a few years ago, I used to love the liquidation sale. They would, I don't know if they still do it, but they would do a liquidation sale, and they would have some choice omnibuses go on sale for a while.
I will say that I get excited as a consumer, right? Like when I go to Ollie's and I'm like, oh my God, look at all these complete collections of, $40 retail books that are $7, or all the Star Wars line. There were some Star Wars Omnis at Ollie's for $12.99. I get excited, but now that I look at it from their angle, it's really not good, right? Because you're like, oh, if I see Star Wars Omnis at Ollie's for $12, probably means we're not going to get any more Star Wars Omnis. And that kind of sucks, right? As a consumer, you're like, hell yeah, I'll pay $12 for an omnibus. But looking, ahead of the game, it's probably not a good sign.
Yeah.
So for the first time ever, the Marvel Masterworks is going to have 3 different covers. So all you guys watching later or watching now, here's all the covers. So
this is the 300th Masterwork? That's awesome.
The 300th Masterwork. I had a giveaway, guess the Marvel 300th Masterwork last year, and I think one person tried to one person out of the 549 entries got it right and said I was gonna go with my gut, Howard the Duck, but I'm gonna play it safe and say Spectacular Spider-Man. So nobody got it right. Nobody saw this coming. But it's got 3 covers for the first time. This is the exclusive edition right here, the one on the bottom right. It's all only available at the direct market that we've talked about. So congratulations to those Marvel Masterwork hunters, all 15 of you that are still collecting them in this format. I'm kidding. I have people that collect these.
Thank you for your service in Vietnam also.
Hey, there's somebody out there that has all 300.
That's going to be us in like 10 years. Yeah, go find your epics, you freaking old guys.
Yeah.
But Howard the Duck, very first Marvel Masterwork, and it is the 300th one. Empyre, Lords of Empyre, which I didn't even know it kickstarted already, which I assume it did. This is just
issue 0 just came out like last week or so.
So this has the Celestial Messiah, Swordsman, Chip Zdarsky, though. Love seeing that dude's name, Jerry Duggan. So we're gonna have a lot of Empyre trade paperbacks here. Captain America and the Avengers, which is Empyre Captain America and Empyre Avengers. I like Jim Sub. Oh, and Ariel Olivetti.
Oh, nice.
And this is the actual Empyre event, available in trade paperback. I didn't know Dan Slott was co-writing that.
I love those Jim Chung covers, though.
Oh, yeah. He's still the man.
Really cool guy. Met him at a con a few years ago.
And Al Ewing, who's become a really popular writer recently because of his run on Immortal Hulk.
Yeah. Shout out to Pepe Larraz and RB Silva teaming up on that book, too.
Are they the artists on this?
Yeah, coming out of, whatchamacallit?
House and Powers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Al Ewing is one of those guys that almost seemingly overnight, because of Hulk, he blew up into the spotlight. And he's been around for a while.
Yeah, and I'm finally glad that he's getting name recognition, right? He's a guy that I think most of us have talked about, but you don't see a lot of hardcovers with his name. And then you have Empyre X-Men. Oh, wait, this is a good question. Do you think Immortal Hulk will get an omnibus, or should I get the hardcovers?
Oh,
that's always the question when you're doing this, right? Should I wait? Yeah. And I did a video a couple of weeks ago why I decided to upgrade or double dip, and I do the same thing. So I have a rule about oversized hardcovers, and that is I give them 3 years, and if there's no omnibus in sight, then I go ahead and get the hardcovers. Now, that came back and bit me on the ass when Superior Spider-Man hardcovers were out of print. And I was like, surely they're going to do a Superior Spider-Man omnibus, right? Marvel? Come on now. That first volume was $75. And I ended up getting it. I found it like at a comic book store. But good God. Yeah, sometimes you take a gamble with that. But that's just me. That's the way I do it.
No, my advice, and I say this in Omnibus all the time, buy what's out now. And if they get a better version that you want, you can always sell the other version that you have, and you can put that money towards the omnibus.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I get the hardcovers, and if they come out with an omnibus or something like that, I sell it and put that money right towards the omnibus.
Tyler's saying buy the hardcovers now, and my man Cesar is saying sacrifice for the rest of us and buy the hardcovers because that's how the collected edition gods. Yeah, we know how the collected edition gods work. You have to make a sacrifice.
Take a hit for the team, buddy.
We all have done it. We've all done. Shoot, I've triple dipped before. That's how we got what's it called? What was the book that I've tripled it? Maybe JSA Omnis? I think I must have bought those damn things like 4 times. Excalibur by Teenie Howard, Volume 2, collecting Excalibur 7 through 11. And Marauders, Volume 2. So we're getting more of this Dawn of X stuff.
How's that Marauders stuff, Omar? I read the first 2 issues. And
I like Marauders. Okay. I dig it. And actually, you know what? I ended up liking Excalibur a little bit more. This second arc was better. I was not digging that first arc, but that second arc by Teenie Howard was good.
So what would you say is the best one going on right now as far as X-Men? Because there's a few books going at the moment.
I really like X-Men and X-Force, and also New Mutants. So if I had to pick one, probably X-Force. It's a lot of fun. Thor by Donny Cates is getting its first omnibus. Omnibus, sorry. Don't misquote me. Trade paperback. Y'all had me thinking about Omnis now. Oh, come on. This is going to be in the Donny Cates omnibus one day.
This is a damn good series, though. Oh,
is it? I haven't
dude, yes. The issues are hard to find, too. Like, you can't go to a comic shop and ask for these because they're usually sold out.
I'm not crazy about the design. Is it good, though?
Yeah, it's Donny Cates, so he's really good about making, like, big story, like sweeping long story arcs, and it's a lot of like first appearances and big to do and cosmic stuff. So you get,
I'm guessing it's other stuff like everything else that's tying into everything.
Maybe kind of. We haven't gotten that far in the story yet, but you do get Thor as a herald of Galactus, and you get a lot of crazy cool stuff involved around.
There's something else that ties into his. Well, I might reveal too much. Never mind. Forget I said that. I do see this happening
but do pick it up
in an omnibus format one day. Tyler is saying Thor Kate's Omnibus, Bleeding Cool, breaking news. Stop even what I'm trying to do. Like he's only written like 8 issues and I'm already talking about an omnibus format. Cable is getting his first trade paperback. This is the new run. This is the young Cable, and without getting into spoilers, he's young for a reason. Wolverine, the new run by Benjamin Piercy and Adam Kubert, back to drawing Wolverine again. And we are getting New Mutants. Wait, I thought we already had New Mutants by Ed Brisson. No, this is New Mutants by Ed Brisson. Okay, so New Mutants Volume 1 by Jonathan Hickman had some issues. It had issues 1 and 2, 5, and 7. So I know it's confusing, but hey, whatever. New Mutants by Ed Brisson Volume 1 will have those missing issues because the storyline actually makes sense because the team gets separated, but I've been getting them in the Dawn of X trade paperback, so I ain't that confused. Hellions by Zeb Wells. I haven't read this yet, so I don't know how it is. I assume it's already out. And X-Men by Jonathan Hickman, Volume 2. I still don't know. Have you read this, Gabe? Or
no, I haven't gotten that far into the new Hickman stuff yet.
I'm not sure how I feel about his treatment of Vulcan, honestly. Like,
nobody likes Vulcan.
I know, I kind of did. That's one of my favorite bad guys. Like I love these. How do I describe them?
Do you think it's not being fair to the character or being truthful?
I think it's not fair because Vulcan was not supposed to be the third Summers brother. It was supposed to be Gambit. We all know that. So you got to hate Vulcan.
It was supposed to be Extreme
Adam
Adam X.
Away. Yeah, and Adam X.
Adam X, damn it. No, I've always liked like these whiny boys that are overpowered, right? That's kind of why I dug Kylo Ren in the first Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is Geo joining us? Why is it we can kick them there? Dawn of X continuing their line of trade paperbacks. I was talking about that's the way that I get them. So these collect New Mutants number 8, Marauders 9, Cable 1, X-Men 8 through 9, and X-Force 9. So if you want to catch up with them, like as they're coming out monthly, this is the way that I get them. This also Volume 10 will collect X-Force 10, Excalibur 9, Giant Size X-Men Nightcrawler 1, Hellions 1, and New Mutants number 9. Or you can get them the the trade paperback way. What I miss. I love when people chime in. Go back, Jesse. Go back just a couple of minutes. Go back to 30 minutes ago. It's worth it. Uncanny X-Men Disassembled. This is such an interesting release because this is the way that the trade paperback of this series was originally solicited as a hardcover, and I think I paid $39.99 for that trade paperback, if I'm not mistaken.
For that?
For the exact same content, and this is an oversized hardcover that is $34.99. So, and it's not even a well-built trade paperback. I did an overview of it a couple of years ago when it came out. Yeah, and I don't know. So I find it interesting that they're going to go back to do it this way. I hope they continue the whole thing. I hope they do all the Rosenberg series this way. All right. So let's get to the Star Wars stuff. Star Wars Volume 1, Destiny Path. This is a Charles Soule series. So it's the new Star Wars series. And there's also Bounty Hunters Volume 1. And there's another one. Star Wars Darth Vader by Greg Pak, Volume 1.
Has anybody read this stuff?
I haven't. I haven't even finished out the Greg Pak stuff of Star Wars.
Not a Star Wars comic guy.
Star Wars from the Journals of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Jason Aaron and Dash Aaron. Is he related to Jason? Gabe, do you know that? Brothers?
No idea. Maybe that's Dash from Scout with Jason Aaron. Dash Old Bad Horse? No? Okay.
No.
Moving on.
Amazing Spider-Man trade paperback volume 9. This is The Sin's Rising. Is that the Sin Eater? It looks like the Sin Eater.
It looks like the Sin Eater. Yeah, it says Sin Rising.
I've only been reading these in trade paperback, so I don't know if
I'm so far behind on that mess.
It's pretty fun. It's Nick Spencer. It's a little dialogue heavy from time to time, but it's honestly it's really hit and miss.
A little. I started reading it and I got hit with like a Bendis page, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
And
Too bad Ryan Otley's off of it, man. Dang, that's too bad.
I think he's just he's taking a break, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like
Thank you, Tyler Hacker.
What did he say?
He said my Instagram made him go buy the Fourth World Absolute.
Hey, it's a Marvel show. Keep those DC books. I'm just kidding. That book looks gorgeous, dude. It makes me think like, oh, maybe I should get that instead of these big ass omnibus that they, because that omnibus is huge. So I'm sure they'll do 2 absolutes of that Fourth World.
Wait till my video goes up. I actually made a video on the absolute.
Look at you.
But moving forward, this is a Marvel show.
It took Jack Kirby to get you to do a video.
It took like 10 people bugging me about it to do it. Peer pressure, bro.
You're the only
one. I got
one
bullied into it.
That's what happens, man. All right. Avengers Epic. Omar, scroll up. Not before y'all smash that like button. Come on now.
Yeah, son. And subscribe to Omnibus Live.
And that. Throw that in there again. Omar, get David to put Avengers 304 in that Epic to line up with Avengers Burn Omni. I think it's a little late, man. I'm serious. Once it goes into the book catalog, it's difficult to edit these books and what goes into them. All right, so let's keep going. When is Ken and Karen event with the Punisher come out? I assume you're talking about the 2 lawyers. Man, that lady doesn't belong in a Punisher book. Did you see the way she was holding her gun? Come on now. All right, so here we go. We got some more of this Roger Stern Epic Collections, the Avengers Epic Collection Volume 18, Heavy Metal. Previously released in a trade paperback format, but now you get a lot more in here. This has actually some of the crossovers with the X-Men Inferno. So it has Avengers 286 to 303 and Annual 17.
Can't go wrong with John
Roger
Buscema work whatsoever.
No, you cannot.
And Rich Buckler, come on, good stuff.
So there you have it. Shout out to
Curtis.
I was going to say Curtis and the Epic Marvel podcast. Love those
Scroll
guys.
down, Omar. I see a Fantastic Four Epic.
Yep, A War with Atlantis. This is volume 6 of the Fantastic Four Epics.
Nice.
So collecting Fantastic Four 88 to 104, we have surpassed the omnibuses. Omniboo.
And we're past the Kirby run.
Yeah. So we are getting into was John Romita, right? That took over?
Yeah, John Romita took it over for a while, and then I think after him was George Perez. But
I can't believe we're getting this before we're getting a Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 4. Considering that's David's favorite series is Fantastic Four, right?
Good
so I'm
taste.
surprised that we're not getting a Omnibus before we're getting this. So this finishes out the Kirby run.
Yeah, this wraps up the Kirby run. Kirby's my favorite Fantastic Four artist and writer, because if you know anything, Kirby did most of the heavy work on that.
Shocking.
Conspiracy theories. Okay, where's your tinfoil hat at?
I'm
kidding.
I co-sign that conspiracy theory.
Both of you, tinfoil wearing hat fools. Stanley wrote everything.
Mm-hmm.
Still writing from beyond the grave.
Mm-hmm.
You're a sheeple.
I'm just kidding, guys. God. No, but there are some heavy people that are like, man, yeah, Stanley didn't do anything. All he did was fill in the word bubble. Anyway, that's another episode. Epic Collection, Daredevil. Yes, hell yes. The Fall of the Kingpin, Last Rites, right here. Collected 283 to 300. Annual number 7. Do one of you know how to pronounce the writer's name? Not Ann Nocenti, but this guy right here. DG
Chichester.
Oh, okay. You guys are about as good as I am. Never mind. Yeah. So this is starting off his run right there. And Venom is getting his own Epic Collection. Volume 1.
What's in here?
A lot of the stuff that's in the Ven Omnibus, honestly.
David Michelini, Tom DeFalco, Michael Louis Simonson. Yeah.
I know how to say Michelini. I did that one.
Yeah.
Stanley.
Wait, isn't that the guy from Pee Wee's Playhouse? The
What?
genie? The genie?
That's what he says.
Michelini High, Michelini Ho.
You are so off. Thank you so much. Okay, Max Benny is saying Chichester.
Chichester.
I don't think that helped us out very much, but thank you.
Chichester, but fast. Chichester. You guys are making. All right. I don't need any more help sounding like a fool.
That's like when you go to like Wikipedia and they give you like the pronunciation of people's words. And it's like backwards E's and 4s. So you're like, what's going on here?
Chewy D is saying sta.
No. Sta. Yeah, Chichester. Right?
Chichester. It's like Chichetto. Why can nobody? Never mind.
None of this is helping, but thank you guys. We appreciate the effort.
But this is the beginning of the epic Venoms issues. So this also has one of Curtis's favorite covers. It's the cover to, what is it, 345, 346? What is this one, Gabe? This is the Eric Larson cover where he came back. He thought he killed Spider-Man. Remember, left him dead in that island.
334.
I think you're right. It's 333.
Yeah. That's where the tongue comes from.
All right.
I think that's one of the first times he did the tongue that way.
Yeah, and people love it, and that's become an iconic part of that character.
That's right.
Great. Iron Man 2020. You know what? I don't care if it's Iron Man 2020. That title says Wolverine 2020. And it's got my boy Albert. So that means I get to see Albert and LCD again.
Yeah,
and for anybody that read that run of Larry Hama's, we all know how excited that is. And it's got the Reavers with Scylla back there.
That says I Wolverine, like it's like an app for your phone.
Oh, it is. It's 2020 I Wolverine 2020 I Wolverine 1 and 2. And then 2020 Rescue and 2020 Ironheart. Avengers by Jonathan Hickman, complete collection volume 2 for those that have been asking when that's coming out.
Of course.
So this collects New Avengers, his Avengers, it's the Hickvengers run, and the Shang-Chi Master of Kung Fu. Marvel Verse, this is the kids line, Deadpool and Wolverine.
I love that Deadpool image.
The Ed McGuinness one?
Yeah, that's like
that's from issue
Deadpool
1, right? Or the
that was
it's the ad. It was a house ad.
Yeah, that's correct. There's a promotional image. It's the first image he ever drew of Deadpool.
Really? That's cool.
Mm-hmm. I think I have it on the shirt.
And that Wolverine, I want to say, is that from the Amazing X-Men, or I can't remember where that image is from, but it's not from Deadpool, that's for sure. You can probably tell by the way that it's kind of almost superimposed on there. And Oz is getting another graphic novel. These are the smaller kid-sized books.
Those are awesome.
Yep.
And Shuri, with the Scotty Young cover, is getting her own little graphic novel.
That's awesome.
And these are cute little, I don't want to say cute stories. That means the characters. But let's go back to the beginning really quick, just for those that missed it. Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 is getting reprinted, both covers. $125. Captain America by Ed Brubaker Volume 1 is getting reprinted with a brand new direct market cover.
Yes,
so those are $100 each. Uncanny X-Men Volume 4. There was a price mistake. It's supposed to be $125. Direct market cover is the cover to the $193. We voted for that. Y'all made that happen. So good job, all you guys that voted. But I kind of dig this cover by R.B. Silva. I know some people hate it. I kind of wish they had done something with the Phoenix back here. The Phoenix image. Like maybe wrap around the... I don't know. Anyway, it's great. We're getting it. And then, of course, New Warriors Omnibus Volume 1 getting reprinted. $125. That one comes out in February. And that, as they say, is that. Let me stop sharing really quick. Bam. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. If you have questions, let me know in the comments down below. At 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the Omni Bros go live with an episode of something. What's it that Jess is doing?
I don't know. I think the topic will happen 5 seconds before they hit live.
I gave them gold. I'm like, you should do this. And he's like, yeah, maybe we should. I'm like, all right.
That's usually how it goes. 5 minutes before we go live, fuck, what's the topic? And then
usually what happens is somebody comes up with it. Cool, solicit, thumbs up, excited for 2021. That is the beginning of 2021. Yes, please keep that in mind. This is the first time we're seeing 2021 reprints. So I should get a list from Marvel sometime here in the upcoming weeks, and I'll make some videos to let you all know what reprints we're getting, what new Omnis we're getting. I know of one new Omnibus for sure, and one new box set that we're getting in 2021. But I am sworn to secrecy. So,
Ooh.
but they are coming. So happy 55th birthday, Omar, you bastard.
Time to get
42.
an AARP card.
I wish I could get. You know me. I don't even drink coffee, and I'd go get free coffee at McDonald's. Sit down with those old dudes. Do you know if the Swords of X OHC will collect the entire story because they added around 10 more issues? I'm pretty sure that OHC will be canceled and it'll be made into an omnibus. Pretty much what happened with the Absolute Carnage. Absolute Carnage originally started as an OHC, and then it became an omnibus because Donny Cates wanted to add more and more. And I know you all want that Web of Venom added in there. Just over here waiting for Thunderbolt's Omni solicitation. I asked about that, and David said it is coming. So probably next month.
Yeah, I thought it got pushed back, right?
Yeah,
it was never solicited, right?
It was never solicited, so
Okay.
but we are getting it for sure. So I promise it's still coming.
I need it, son. I need it.
I'm concerned, Omar. Did Amanda get home okay last night? She got home okay. She's fine. She's fine. Actually, she was just texting me. So she's fine. Did I miss the Star Wars stuff? You did. Just a couple of trades. New Star Wars and new Darth Vader, both volume 1s. And there's a couple of other ones in there. No epics, though. But they may announce those later. I just left Ollie's and found a Vibranium collection for $35. Look at that. See, this is what I'm talking about. Liquidation.
$35, and you got to go spend $50 for a new shelf to put it on.
Those things are big.
Yeah, those things are a monster, dude.
Omar, any info on FF Hickman Complete Collection Volume 3? I thought it was coming out. It is. I think I went over that two months ago, maybe, in the August solicitation, so it should be coming out still. I mapped out the Thunderbolts Omnis for fun. Can't wait. Yeah, I've done the same. I even included the
1996, whatever it was, like preview.
The Fight Club 2 in there.
Thunderbolts is something that I'm really surprised the MCU hasn't capitalized on, because that seems like a market that would just be awesome.
I've heard rumors it's coming either in WandaVision or in Black Widow. Those are just rumors. Did Uncanny X?
I'm in. I got so many first appearances of the Thunderbolts back here. I'm ready for that thing to hit. There we go. Bam.
You got that Hulk issue, don't you? Did Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 4 for sure get pushed back to 2021? I guess I waited this long. What's a few months? It did. January of 2021. So at least it's coming. Not canceled. Is the Spectre Omnibus still coming out? I want to say yes, but I don't. I don't want to give anybody false hope. It's supposed to come out this month, and I want to believe that it's still coming out, but I really don't know.
Maybe I could double check.
Yeah, so I saw that Helsing got the deluxe Helsing got delayed until September or August. So, any news on the trade paperback Fractions Iron Man Volume 2? No news on those.
Diamond still has Spectre at July 8th still. So, yeah, next week. That's what it's in there right now.
Next week, for those people. Is Untold Tales of Spider-Man going to get an omnibus out again? Isn't Untold Tales all in one? That all Kurt Busiek's run is in there, isn't it? I thought they finished it. Jess was happy. I think there's a lot of people happy to see the Spectre Omnibus. So it hasn't been canceled. That's a good sign. I know I did find Batwoman on the catalog. So Batwoman is coming out in March of 2021. It's back in the catalog. I was afraid anytime they remove it from the Penguin Random House catalog that it's gone and canceled. But that's a good sign. Hey, did Uncanny X-Force ever come out? I just missed it. Or it did come out. It had a small batch. We're getting another batch sometime between now and middle of July. And one other thing. This is going to be interesting for some of you all. Wolverine, when he comes back on September 2nd, is going to have a curved spine, right? So I made this comment as a joke about a month ago, but I'm like, so all of you guys that were complaining about the flat spine Wolverine, That's your COVID exclusive variant edition that you could flip on eBay now because they didn't make that many of them. So if you have a flat spine Wolverine, that's a special variant edition you got, man. So there you go. For all those people that were upset about the flat spine, now you can be like, hey, I got this exclusive flat spine Wolverine. See, dude, you got a COVID-19 exclusive, man. Don't be upset.
Yeah.
Or flip it and then get the curved one.
Flip it. Yeah, you got a rare one, man.
Yeah, you can look at it that way. But yes, the reprints that are coming back in September will have a curved spine. So that was yeah. I was double checking with Marvel, and sure enough, the other big news I guess today was the Aliens and Predator franchise is now owned by Marvel again as of January of 2021.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was kind of inevitable, though, right?
Yeah, we kind of thought it was going to happen.
Fox, the license,
Yeah.
going to Disney and
Yeah.
everything like that, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I get to see Disney or Mickey Mouse fight a predator.
Oh,
Right.
don't tease me with a
Right.
good time, because that sounds awesome.
I think Cheap Graphic Novels got some new copies. And speaking of Cheap Graphic Novels, don't forget to check them out. Official sponsor of Near Mint Condition. And they did get some copies of She-Hulk. They had to go outside of Diamond to get them. So I don't know what the discount is on those. But check them out. Tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way. ASM JMS2 going to have a flat spine? I believe it does, right? I think all the copies did have a flat spine. Look at that. Hell yeah, I have one of the flat spine Wolverine. That's the attitude, man. Now you're in a special club.
So, New Mutants versus Predator? Nobody else? Like, maybe we can make something like... I would love to see that.
New Mutants versus who?
Predator.
I was thinking like the Punisher going after Predator, like that game. Like,
I
oh,
want to see the Punisher go after aliens and just blast on like just an army of xenomorphs.
Garth Ennis writes The Punisher versus Predator in Vietnam.
it's gonna be interesting, right? When you get these new franchises, like somebody like David, I know that there is a book he's been wanting to make an omnibus of, but he like licensing keeps him from making it. Like he's like, I've tried, and the copyright lawyers are like, no, we can't do it because of this, and he's like, damn it.
Somebody said
For
Kraven
years.
versus Predator. That sounds awesome.
Oh, that
That's
sounds awesome.
badass.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. So it's got to be exciting when like Marvel gets this franchise back. Like, oh, Predator versus Aliens, we can print all those into an omnibus format. But then I think like, would they care, right?
Or would
Like,
they do it right away,
care
or would they
and be
sit
like,
on it for a while?
Is it marketable? I mean, like Conan, as soon as they got the rights to Conan, they were like, we're doing omnis. We're doing omnis, right? Damn. But I don't know. I mean, I guess if it's marketable.
I'm going to call it right now. Donny Cates will write Alien at some point.
Please?
And tie it into his Cosmic Saga.
And he'll tie it into the Cosmic Saga somehow.
And can we get Art Adams to do the art?
Only if he can add Monkey O'Brien in there. Because he
And
owns the right
Gumby.
to that, right? Yeah, I want to get Marvel and Micronauts and right? IDW owns those. We don't have a single classic collection. I proudly own my man Roberto Rodriguez. I proudly own an Amazon Wolverine flat spine omnibus. That's
You go,
the
boy.
attitude, man. That's the attitude. Guess we'll never see Batman versus Predator again with that beautiful artwork by Andy Kubert.
It's good shit.
Did they ever release those like in a oversized format?
I thought they did like a
Batman
a trade,
versus-
like a complete collection trade or something.
I don't
Wait.
own it. That's why I was wondering because I would
Who-
love to have those. One
Who
and
has-
two.
Who has the Terminator license? Is that IDW?
I think it's IDW right now. They're doing
Damn
a
it.
new book.
Yeah, IDW because Terminator and Transformers just started.
What about what is it? The Wildstorm. What was it? Dead Orbit.
Where's Geo
they
and Jess?
fight
Why is the
aliens?
NMC guy here? Wait a minute, Sledge. What was the question, Gabe?
No, I was talking about the where Wildstorm with aliens. where
Oh,
he
there's
kills-
no way.
Warren
You'll-
Ellis kills everybody, and then it turns into Authority.
Yeah, you'll never see that in an omnibus format, sadly.
I have the trade, so I'm good.
It's one of those weird, like, yeah, I've got the two trades, or I've got the hardcovers, and then I have to have the skinny trade, and then I can read the Authority. So.
Yeah.
Fear Agent Library reprint. Rick Remender tweeted about that. He said it'll be years because of copyright issues or licensing issues. Dark Horse had them, and even though they cannot reprint them, they still own the rights to those specific files. So Image
Wow.
cannot reprint them in library format. But he said they will. It's just going to be a while.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I guess you gotta wait for that contract to expire. It sounds like.
Right.
Not that I
IDW's
know
doing
anything.
transfer. Yeah, no, but that's exactly right. You have to wait for something to like expire. IDW is doing a Transformers and Back to the Future crossover. I saw that, and then I'm like, man, I
Yes,
miss
please.
James Roberts.
Yes, please.
See, you're like, yeah, and I'm like, I miss James Roberts. I wish he was back doing writing that stuff.
Oh my god. 7-year-old me would have the biggest like kid boner for that series. That makes everything that I loved as a kid.
I think Warren Ellis got canceled. Hopefully they'll pump out his. Maddie and I are going to talk a little bit about that on Saturday. All these things going on because Scott Lobdell just got announced, like some things going on with him. So we're going to talk about that and how it's going to affect some of these things.
Ellis will be fine.
I mean, DC fired him from that book. And I don't want to say fired because he's a freelance writer, but they were like, nah, we're not going to do that.
He still got the Netflix deal, and Netflix, with how big of a hit Castlevania is, Netflix ain't going to fire Ellis right now, who's single-handedly the writer of the series.
It's going to be interesting to see how things are handled, right? Netflix, well, never mind. That's a whole nother topic. Yeah. There was another question in here about Moon Knight. Yes, Moon Knight is. I did those solicits last month. So that one's still coming out in January. The only one we don't know for sure when it's coming out is Thunderbolts. Conan, I did that, and I think that got pushed back into November, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for watching, Connor. It was 2 pages from an anthology. The big question is whether Ellis is going to finish Batman's Grave. Isn't that the book where he got pushed out of by DC? That's what I was talking about.
No, you're talking about that. It's called Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knight.
Oh, the anthology book. He's right. Yeah,
but he didn't get pushed out of it. Apparently, he requested that his 2 pages or whatever it was removed. It was that Warren Ellis request, apparently. Yeah,
Warren Ellis. Kind of like Scott Lobdell requesting he be removed from Red Hood.
Sure.
Right? I mean, the same vein, right? Like, hey, I don't want to. Take me off of this. That's interesting. Is Conan the Barbarian? Yes, 100%. It's still coming. Conan the Barbarian Omnibus Volume 1 is still getting a reprint. I don't know when, but I did see that East of West Volume 2, August 19th, is coming back in a print for those that have been asking me. And Volume 1 is also getting a reprint, which doesn't make any sense because that still has about like 1,100 copies of print or of the first printing. So I don't know. Omar, do you make these solicitation page? No. Marvel sends these to me, so that's why I always give a huge shout out.
These are the same solicitations that show up in the previews book.
Yes, you'll see it.
Got the digital files of it.
Yeah, you'll see them in Newsarama. You'll see it like in about 2 weeks' time. You'll see it there. So this is an early access to just the collected editions. Like as far as like single issues and all that, I don't do that. That's someone else.
No one cares.
I do collected editions. That's what I care about. So do I make them available? Am I allowed to? Probably not. Like I'm not allowed to, but I can put the dates and stuff on there, and I send Curtis the actual snapshots of the epic so he can update his website and stuff. Any news on the Preacher Omnibus? That got delayed until the 25th is the last thing I saw. Still coming out this month, just delayed. I got my Wolverine hip to be square edition last month. And you got Silver Surfer. Look, man. People want you back. Johnny, who's got a bender as his icon, right? The coolest dude in the Breakfast Club wants you back in his life.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. But I'm retired from that stuff. I'm not doing that anymore.
You can find him where?
You can find me on Twitter, Comics Guide 101 on Twitter. And if you want to take a look at my old videos, that is on YouTube, Comics Guide 101.
That's not where I was going with that, but that's okay. I was going to say Omnibros, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, that too. I'm on. I actually get a lot where a lot of people are like, man, I missed you. And they don't even know that I do a weekly podcast with you guys on Omnibros Live. So it's kind of funny like that.
Yeah, I'm there on Mondays with Gabe. Gabe is there on Sundays and Mondays, and Luis is there on Sundays, right?
Yep.
Is that the
but
way
I'll
it
be-
usually goes?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be on tonight though. After we finish this, I'm gonna hop on with them tonight for a little bit.
Yeah.
What's up, Thomas Judge? So, yeah, this was the solicits coming out in October, but usually means that you can pre-order cutoff dates for the retailers and things like that. That's how it usually works. But that's it. Where can people find you, Gabe?
You guys could find me Instagram. My Instagram is Gabe Loves 90s Comics. Like we said about 25 times today. Omnibros Live here on YouTube. I'm there Sundays and Mondays. And I do have a YouTube channel. I don't load anything up there, but I am putting up an overview look of Jack Kirby's Fourth World Absolute Volume 1, which is absolutely beautiful. It's the best representation of Kirby's work that DC has ever put out. It's the best absolute period that DC's ever put out. So I'm putting that video up pretty soon. So check me out there.
Good stuff, man.
There you go. So for anybody that showed up late, really quick, the two big announcements are the reprint of Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 and the reprint of Captain America by Ed Brubaker Volume 1. So there you have it. There's
With
not
the
a
new
Donny
DM
Cates.
cover.
Yes, new direct market cover. There's not a Donny Cates Thor Omnibus. Please don't forget to check out our sponsor, cheapgraphicnovels.com, and tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button. Thank you all very much for watching, tuning in. This was kind of last minute, but I figured this was going to be pretty fun. Now, I got to go watch a movie with my wife because she's coming in about 30 minutes, and we got the house to ourselves. No kids tonight. So,
I know what that means.
we're
You're
going to
sleeping
bed early.
early.
That's right. We're sleeping in, brother. So thank you, everybody. Please don't forget to hit like and, yeah, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Peace.